Hello, everybody. Felicia Day here, and I'm excited to talk to you about the concept of feeling powerful and the idea that powerlessness is kind of the root of a lot of unhappiness, and I think something that we have to overcome by definition in order to get our creativity and artistic voice out into the world. Just a little casual chat. Anyway, this is something I talk a lot about in my book, Embrace Your Weird, which is a self-helpy, self-exploratory book. The root of it, I realize now in retrospect, is the idea that we need to take power over our voices. I wrote it out of having a baby, but honestly, I can see the roots of me feeling powerless in my life from like birth. I mean, I was a very high-strung child. I can name 15 things that I was afraid of as a child that are not normal. And I can name like maybe one thing I got joy out of. Everything was frightening to me. Even putting on a shirt, I was terrified of putting it over my face because I knew that I was gonna get trapped. I don't know if that's normal. Who knows? Normal is not a word that needs to apply to me. So I think genetically I'm predisposed to feeling afraid that the world is kind of at odds with me. Because I was homeschooled, I think a lot of my perspective about myself, the mechanism for me letting myself out into the world was sort of stunted because I had no comparison for me. Like, I played the violin a lot. I had no idea how another 13-year-old would play the violin, so I just compared myself to Itzhak Perlman, the best violinist in the world, and I would think, wow, you are terrible. So that lack of relative sense of self, combined with just a twitchy genetic makeup, I think really led to me feeling very inhibited and very eager to please other people instead of myself. And it's been something that I've been trying to shed to last Tuesday. For real, it's something that is the core of what I believe is the path to happiness, but it's never been really easy for me. I want to use the example, especially of my experience moving to Hollywood and my lack of success because I didn't really have a voice as an actor. I was used to pleasing people and impressing people, and that did not succeed in the TV and film world because an actor is someone who brings a perspective and an attitude of a role to the casting and the director and all that stuff. They decide from those decisions that you're making as an actor whether you're right for them or not. I didn't make decisions. I was like, what do they want from me? Let me do my hair exactly the way they might want in this role. And I didn't get hired a lot. Where I did get hired is the place where they love people who don't feel powerful. Commercial acting. Yep, that's right. Oh boy, was I successful at commercials. It was kind of funny. I think it was because I had red hair and, redheads stand out. When you get a new car and you see cars your same color everywhere on the road. Now I'm going to tell you that a lot of actors who are redheads, women who are redheads, are in commercials. You're going to see them everywhere. It's something about, it pops, it makes everybody notice the product. Who knows? I worked a lot. Not only because of my hair, but because I was so desperate to please people. I was willing to leave my own body and do whatever they wanted me to do to make the product shine, because that's what commercials are for. They are about product. They're spending millions of dollars not to make me look good. They're spending millions of dollars to make somebody want to buy a product. That's the gig. And I was so good at it because I would just go in and be like, hi, how would you like my face? What would you like my eyes to do? How can I smile in just a certain way to make people want to buy a Dunkin' Donut? Kind of soul-searing, but I was very good at it. I did fantastic spots, like the Cheetos commercial was like one of my favorite things I've ever done. A little bit creepy, but otherwise I was selling gym memberships, Budweiser commercials, post office commercials. Oh, my favorite one that I'd love to talk about is the yogurt commercial that I did. It was drinkable yogurt. I want you to watch my face while I'm doing this drinkable yogurt thing. Yeah, I was hating every second of it. I wanted to puke every time I took a sip, but I needed to walk and silently think about how much I loved the low-carb life and I loved drinkable yogurt. I remember distinctly doing this commercial, and there was no thought for my own needs. I mean, I would just walk back and forth the whole time. A funny story about this particular spot, which is so commercial acting. At the end of the shoot, they asked me to audition to be my own voiceover. I auditioned, I see the spot. They had hired somebody else to be my own interior voice. They didn't like my voice. I was not believable as my own inner monologue. That's crazy, right? That's just what happens. You're there for the product, and I was very good at that. It really hurt me as an artist, I believe, because I got into a pattern again of just reinforcing what other other people need from me is what I want to give them. And it's taken so many years getting out of that world to be able to say that, hey, you know what? My perspective on this role is important. I need to go in and show people what I would do if I were like really channeling who I am in this role. And if they don't want it, that's okay. All I can do is myself. And that is the hardest thing to own, you guys. It really is, to have the confidence in ourselves as creators and artists to be like, you know what? If this isn't super, super popular, at least I did what I need to do with this. Moving on. And yeah, it is a job. So you want to be able to like pay your electric bills. And it's a really, really hard balance. My whole experience doing theater and doing all the little projects that I do, like Bailey and the Guild and all the stuff, that is where my joy is derived from. But a lot of my bills get paid from doing things that people need from me. So, you know, art versus commerce, it's always a balance. But the most important thing is that you make sure that the commerce doesn't outweigh the art in a constant way, because then you really truly are powerless. I know a lot of famous people, and the ones who are most unhappy despite all the money and fame they have are the ones who aren't living an authentic life. They aren't really getting what they love out into the world. And so all the success doesn't really matter. I know this is like pie in the sky, you know, Susanna Sunshine, who? Stuff. I just want to convey to you guys that your voice is important. You feeling power over your lives is important. Your happiness will derive from feeling like you're getting your authentic voice out to the world. That is what I truly believe as a human being. If you want to practice some of this stuff, I have a lot of sections in Embrace Your Weird all about this. In fact, the whole journey of the book is really digging in and finding your authentic voice. Get it at the library. I don't care. I just want everybody to feel that they are valid and what they have to offer the world is unique. Like I say in the book, powerlessness can attribute to us being creatively silent instead of expressing ourselves, which is the core of creativity. I wrote that. It's very smart. And I will tell you guys that part of me talking about this subject is reminding myself about it. I thrive when I don't have a boss. That's not because I'm some renegade, but it's because when a boss comes in and someone's telling me what to do, I automatically drop like 50% of my own willpower to be able to please that other person. Yes, you've got to do that when it's a job, but you don't have to forget yourself in doing that. And that's what I tend to do. And so if you even feel a sliver of that, just know that I am backing you up. You are important. Your voice is important, and you got to get it out into the world and at least acknowledge it when you're suppressing it for the needs of others, especially if you're a parent. My goodness, the needs of your kid come first. The needs of your job come first. The needs of your partner come first. Like, it's so easy to just fall in the trap of everybody else is more important than me. But you can't let yourself shrivel inside of you, because that's where I think a lot of problems are derived. So get out there, own yourself. And if you're in a commercial, well, you might not be in one, because AI is replacing all the people. Because essentially, yeah, you're a kind of a meat puppet. They don't really care about you. And I see why that's happening, but my evaluation of it is that I think it's going to be less effective because AI is derived on everything else that they've stolen from other people. But the unique things that really hit you are the creative concepts, the spokespeople who really engage with you. And they're all because they're different from what they've seen. So yes, you can be derivative and you can build on what everybody else have already done, but you can't invent something new with AI. And that's where the beauty of humanity is. So anyway, screw AI. Hopefully these wise rambling words have helped somebody. And if not, I'm sorry, I'm not giving you your time back. Bye!